This video shows students how to download and install Python and the required libraries used by the textbook. So on python.org, go to Downloads, click Python 3.9.1, save the file. When your file is downloaded, run the installer. Okay, now most students will want to check this box right here, add Python 3.9 to the path. What this will let you do is it'll let you run Python from a command prompt without having to specify where Python is installed. Now, some students who have a previous version of Python installed and are using it for other purposes might not want to check this box. But most students probably want to check this box. If you haven't checked this box and you've already installed Python, I'll show you how to add Python 3.9 to your path in a separate video. So check that box. You want to install it. This will install it just for a single user, which is fine in most cases. If you want to install it system-wide, you can customize the installation and do it from there. But for now, I'm just going to install it just for me. Once you get to this window, it's up to you whether you want to disable the path limit or not. You should probably not check this or not click this link here. This will disable the Windows max path limit, which is 260 characters. It can cause problems for some programs that have very, very, very long paths. But checking this might break other things, so I recommend not checking this for now. Once that's done, you can go to the textbook library. The textbook website. And then you want to go to the Windows instructions for installing a Python 3 programming environment. Okay, so here it instructs you to install Python. We've already done that. The website hasn't been updated in a while, so they recommend Python 3.6.4. 3.9 is fine. We already have Python installed, so we can go ahead and install NumPy and Pygame. The way you do that is you open up a command prompt. So here you can just type in, you can search for CMD and click that. So you just need to type in what's here, Python -m. And this will download and install NumPy. You'll get a warning. So you'll often see a warning here. The warning is just indicating that pip, which is the Python installer program, there's a newer version available. You can upgrade it if you want, but it's not critical right now. Then go ahead and install Pygame. And once that's done, you can test out whether or not NumPy and Pygame are working correctly by starting Python. So typing Python will start the Python interpreter. And now you can just import those libraries. So NumPy. And if everything's fine, nothing will happen basically, or nothing will be printed to the Python prompt. Pygame, I think, does print something. Yeah, it prints out a little welcome message. And once that's done, you know that NumPy and Pygame have been installed correctly, so we can exit Python for now. Okay, then you want to download and install the book site library. So go ahead and click that file there, save it. So that file gets downloaded probably to your downloads directory. So you need to unzip it. You can do that from the command line, or you can do it from your file explorer. So under downloads here, you can unzip it directly into this folder. And that's fine. Okay, so that's going to create in your downloads folder, there's going to be an intro CS1 folder. And then in that folder, there'll be another folder called the same thing. And inside that folder, that's where you want to be. So I need to somehow get to this folder here. So in the command prompt, there's a command called cd, which you can type help for if you like. So cd displays the name of or changes the current directory that the command prompt is currently in. Right, so I need to get to my downloads directory. So if I just type cd, it tells me I'm in C users Burton. If I type dir in Windows, that lists the contents of the directory. And so when I type dir and press enter, you see there's a bunch of stuff. There's a downloads directory right here. Right? You can tell it's directory because there's this dir symbol beside downloads. So type cd downloads. You can type dir again if you like. There's the intro cs-1.0 directory, so type cd intro cs 1.0. And now I know there's another folder called the exact same thing inside that folder, so just type intro cs 1.0 again, dir to list the contents of the directory, and there is setup.py, which is the file we need. So once you find setup.py, you can run this command right here in the console. So Python setup. Sorry, setup.py. I think it's install. Yeah. And that will copy your the library the book library files into your Python 3.9 directory. So here you can see it's copied a bunch of files into Python 3.9 site packages, and here are all the book libraries. And so now Python knows where to look for those particular libraries. Okay, so let's test that this is actually working. So again, just start up Python. It doesn't matter where you are. Import, say standard IO. That's fine. If you want, you can try it out here. So you can do something like standard IO write line, and that works. So we know that the book site libraries are installed correctly as well. And that should be it, more or less, for installing the software that you need in this course. In another video, I'll show you how to use idle from the command prompt. And as I mentioned earlier, there'll be a separate video to show you how to add the path for Python 3.9 if you did not click that checkbox during the installation.